Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, you've got to...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Complete downfield. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking downfield, it's awesome. Got his man on the right. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Yeah, and a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Hoosiers are on the move. The give to the back. Powers through the defender.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the stick.
And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wants.
Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Coming after him. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And off from the shotgun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete on the right side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Duke! Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they parachuted the ball into Michie Stadium, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Cincinnati. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this.
He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Richardson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to pass. It's awesome. Pocket. And the ball squirted out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up with a massive fumble recovery.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
On second down, looking to throw. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And how about the job blocking by the wide receivers? If you're going to play receiver in this offense, you can't only want to catch the ball, you've got to be willing to block. They did a great job there.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
As a defensive guy, you chase, and you always want to get to the quarterback. Want to know how to make it a little bit better? Get to him and cause that fumble. Man, there is nothing better.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. He'll start this drive firing. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I'll tell you what, after that big gainer on 3rd down, you might think about your quarterback running it again down here. It's hard to throw down close inside the 10-yard line. You've got to have some design QB runs or give him a run-pass option on the perimeter. See if he can punch it in after that big gainer.
Quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. He's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And on 2nd and short, no tight formation here. 3 receivers left. The throw. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's awesome. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. It's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Snap in the shotgun. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Indiana! Ready to try the point after.
In the end zone.
Right down the boulevard. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
30. Indiana 7.
Coming out with it, it's Ingram. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Hoosiers want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's awesome. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He wants to throw. looking for space to the left. He'll heave it deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Duke. And the stomping has commenced.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by 6 over Cincinnati. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's awesome. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Indiana, 22.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down.
Open runway ahead. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
Wants to throw. It's awesome. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
37, Indiana, 29.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Quarterback will keep it. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll throw it on first down. And they got him for the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. But you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
37, Indiana, 29.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Taking it the other way. Ripping through the defense. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover.
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
To throw, it's awesome. Gets it out quickly. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick.
By Indiana.
Return to improve this field position. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
At the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got to strike somewhere you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Indiana. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's low. Zings it complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
Looking to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I'll tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge, and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. Nearly impossible.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They're going to throw it again. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. This is exactly what we expected. Blow for blow, trading punches, just like two elite teams should.
Yeah, man, great players have to make great plays in big moments, right? Step up, break a tackle, do something spectacular, and that's what the young man just did.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw, it's awesome. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just one over Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's low. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Awesome. He's going to run it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's looking to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best at that time.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty, and the ball game is over. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through